Back in April, Apple released Final Cut Pro 10.4.1 with its signature new feature, closed captions. At that time, my training partner Mark Spencer created an excellent video on how to import, edit, and export closed captions, and if you haven't seen that video, it's a must-watch. There's a link in the description below. Now, as cool as closed captioning is, we were consistently getting comments and questions about how to create open captions in Final Cut Pro 10. So what's the difference? With closed captions, the viewer has the option of turning the captions on or off. But with open captions, the captions are always on, meaning they cannot be turned off by the viewer. Open captions are essentially subtitles burned into the video, and while this cannot be accomplished directly within Final Cut Pro, it can be done using a third-party app, but with a few quirks. The first step is to point your browser to spherico.com/film tools. Click the Untitled Caption Convert link, then locate the XTCC for Final Cut Pro 10.4.1 link. Install the app, then launch Final Cut Pro. By the way, I'm using Final Cut Pro 10.4.2, which addressed some issues with XML import and export. Here, I have a short project that is using an ITT captions role. Before converting your captions, I highly recommend duplicating your project so you can protect the original from unintentional changes. Name it and open it in the timeline. I mentioned a few moments ago that the workflow has a few quirks. Here's the first one. In some instances, I've found that connected clips or storylines can create XML translation issues. So to achieve the cleanest XML file, I recommend overriding any connected clips into the primary storyline by pressing Command-Option down arrow. Next, locate the Untitled Caption Convert app and launch it. The UI appears as a small floating window above Final Cut Pro 10. In the lower box, choose the type of open captions you want to create. Choose Text Up Regular if you want your captions to have no background, similar to how standard subtitles appear. Or choose Text Up Caption if you want to maintain the closed caption formatting that includes a background. You can choose a color for your background by clicking the color chip. I'm going to choose a burgundy color. You can also choose a font and text size, but in my experience, it's better to do this in Final Cut Pro 10 after you've imported the XML file. Now open Preferences by pressing Command-, and choose a location to save your project XML files into. I've already created a folder on my desktop. I also recommend enabling Auto Open Files, as this will save you from having to use Final Cut Pro's Import XML command. To convert your closed captions to open captions, just drag the project file containing the closed captions into the floating window. The Open Library window will appear. Just choose the library you're working in and click Choose. In the browser, a new event is created that includes a new project. Open it up and you'll see all your captions have been converted to standard titles that include the caption-friendly background. If you want to change the formatting of the text, you would do this in the Text Inspector. I've saved a few text presets for this project, so I'll choose one of those from the menu. If you want a preset applied to multiple titles, select them all and apply a preset. You also have control over the look of the background. Select any title, then click the Title Inspector. Here, you can choose a new background color, opacity, and padding amount. Unlike text, however, you cannot create a preset for the background, nor can you copy and paste the background attributes to multiple titles. In other words, you'll have to change the background on a title-by-title basis. If you find yourself in that situation, it would be better to recreate the XML with the background attributes you want, so they come in properly in the first place. The last step is to export your movie as a master file. Once the file opens, you'll see your open captions, aka the burned-in titles you thought were not possible until now. By the way, if you use this app, please donate to the developer, as the software is not freeware and your contributions will support further updates. And thanks for watching.